Good morning children. I am going to teach you about the easy way of learning science. In science we have simple machine. What is it? It is a device to make our work easier. One example I give you now. Earlier days water was taken from the well by applying force against the gravity. So it was difficult to take water from the well. See the picture, you will understand. After the invention of pulley, it is easy to take water from the well. How we are able to take that I will explain now. Let us see this picture. Here the boy applies force in the different direction. That means the direction of gravity as well as the direction of force will be the same. So it is easy and painless. Let us see the video. Okay, come and enjoy the video with me. First we see teeth of rabbit. Study this sentence. I call postmaster money. The I stands for incisors. Here the word ends with scissor. Scissor means you remember scissor. So scissor is used for cutting. So incisor is used for cutting. Then next comes C. C for canines. Canines means it is used for tearing. Then PM for premolars, M for molars. These two types are used for grinding food. Rabbit has no canine. The gap between incisors and premolar is diastema. The dental formula is 2033 by 1023. That means it has in the upper jaw incisor is 2, then canine nil, then again premolar 3, molar also 3. Then in the lower jaw incisor is 1, canine is 0, then premolar 2 and again molar 3. Okay. The teeth are of different types, hence it is heterodont. Okay, I have given one sentence. Then with that you are able to answer 3 answers. Okay, let us see the questions. Dental formula of rabbit. Second question, how is diastema formed? Or what is diastema? Why is the teeth of rabbit called heterodont? These 3 questions are given in your reader at the back page. Okay, you remember one sentence, then you are able to write 3 answers. So it is an easy way. Then next comes, then our blood consists of 3 types of cells: white cells, red cells and platelets. Now we are going to see the white cells of blood. For this also one sentence you read it or study, then it is easy for you to write the answer. New bag easy monolimb. Again I repeat, new bag easy monolimb. With this we can write all the 5 types. Then how will you write it? First, it is divided into 2 types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Then granulocytes means granules in the cytoplasm. Then here 3 examples. The new bag easy, I told you know that new, N for neutrophils, then B for basophils, then E for eosinophils. Okay, fills na something is there, filling, we say no filled, it is filled with water na, the pot has water, like that. Here the granules present. Okay, then I will tell you the functions of neutrophils. Its number increased during infection and inflammation. Basophils, they release chemicals during inflammation. Eosinophils, it is used for detoxification of toxins. First granulocytes over. Next comes agranulocyte. No granules in the cytoplasm. See the first case, granules in the cytoplasm. Here just you add no, then you will get 1 mark. So the names are monocyte and lymphocyte. So here monocyte means the granules will be absent. Then what is the use of that? Swallows the bacteria. This also monocyte, you can remember the functions of this by remembering, suppose your name is Mohan Babu na, monocyte, then Babu, B for bacteria. So you will never forget the answer. That is why here swallows the bacteria. Then lymphocyte. What is the function of that? Is produce antibodies. So here the back question is classification of white blood cells. So here then what is the easy way here? New bag easy monolimb. Only one sentence that has 5 words. With the 5 words you are able to write the answers, then 5 mark is ready. Okay. Then next, image formation in convex lens. In class 10 there are 2 types of lenses, concave and convex lens. Now we are going to see about convex lens. It forms real and virtual images. I will tell you the position of the object, position of the image, size of the image and nature of the image. Okay. First, at infinity you will get the image at focus. Then highly diminished, real and inverted. Okay, now here I have underlined at infinity at focus, because then again the image position may be changed into object position. Now you need not bygot the position of the object or image. Okay, beyond 2f or c. Then position of the image is between f and 2f. Then what is the size of the image? Diminished. Then nature of the image is real and inverted. The next comes at 2f. Then image position also at 2f. Then what is the size of the image? Same sized. Then nature of the image is real and inverted. Then comes to fourth one, between f and 2f. Then image is formed beyond 2f. I think this is the repetition of second, or you can tell that the reciprocal of the second is the fourth. Image position is changed into object position, then vice versa you will get the image. So you need not bygot it. The next one at f. At f also first case we have learnt. Okay, at infinity now you will get the image at focus. So here at f now you will get the image at infinity. Then last case, here there is no co-partner for it because it stands alone, because this is the only place where we get the virtual image. Okay, between f and o, f is for focus and o for optic center, you will get the image behind the lens or on the same side of the lens. Image will be magnified, then nature will be virtual and erect. If you look at the table, then you can find it. Then here also the question is given in your book at the back page. What is the question? Ray diagram for the object kept between f and 2f. Then again one more question also, two they have asked. So by remembering this tabular column, you are able to write the answer for 2 questions, then your mark will be nearly 5. Then next we will see the conditions necessary for drawing ray diagram. We know that light is a form of energy. It has 7 colors. So 7 number, you know that. Like in the same way the path of the light also 7. It seems to be 7. Don't take that exact 7. It seems to be 7 when it passes through the lens. Then first condition is light ray passing through optic center comes out straight without deviation. You remember that it's like a door or a hole. Through the hole anything goes. What happens now? It goes in the same way, but in that line you should draw 2 arrow marks. Second one, a ray which is parallel to the principal axis goes through the focus. But here you should apply the rule, that is path of the light seems to be 7, I said no. Same way you do that. parallel, it passes through the focus. Then the reverse of this will be the next one. Okay, what is the reverse? If a ray passing through F, it comes out parallel to the principal axis. But if you study one, then the next answer will be the reciprocal or opposite of the previous one. Okay, in that way you can remember the question answer. Next one, the difference between convex and concave lens. Then I have drawn the two lenses. First lens thicker in the middle, thinner at the edges. Then just opposite will be the next one. Okay, instead of thicker you write thinner. Then thinner you write thicker, you will get the answer. But then you learn one side, the other side will be free. Next one will be, earlier I showed that convex lens form both the images, virtual and real images. But this concave lens always forms only virtual image. The next one, the convex lens is used to correct hypermetropia. What is hypermetropia? It is the defect of eye, that is long-sightedness. Then next case, concave lens, it is used to correct myopia. Differentiate between myopia and hypermetropia. Here look at these words, myopia and hypermetropia. One is short, one is long. From the word itself you can remember that myopia means short-sightedness. Okay, short means near. So for myopia you write nearby objects can be seen clearly. Okay, then the opposite will be distant objects can be seen clearly. Okay, first point we have written. Second point will be, interchange you write, you will get the answer. I have written in the tabular column, you can copy it in the same way. For one point you study, then the other 3 points are coming as free. Then third point, it occurs due to lengthening of eyeball, myopia. Then hypermetropia, then opposite you write, lengthen, then shortening of eyeball. The next one, image is formed behind the retina. Then in that case, behind the opposite, before the retina. Then this point, already we have written it for the difference between convex and concave lens. The last point you take and write it here. So see that one question, it is the answer for the next question also. Then 1 point from the same question will be the answer for the second column. So in that way you can study easily. For this question, book back answer, that is 4 marks. You learn 5 points. Then at the time of examination, if you forget one of the points, then you can manage. That's why 5 points you learn. Okay. Next one will be, what are the causes of myopia? This question also you take the answer from the previous answer. Okay, that is the third point. It occurs due to lengthening of eyeball. Same thing you can copy it. The next one will be, next one you have to write, you have to study. The focal length of eye lens is reduced. Then again this question is asked for 2 marks. See that then one, if you learn 1 or 2 questions, then ever ready you have in your hand minimum 10 marks. Minimum 10 marks per lesson. But easily you can get marks. The next question is so easy. Come. Then what are the properties of light? Then you will write that light is a form of energy. It travels in straight line. Its speed is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Here you must be very careful that 10 to the power 8, don't write minus. Okay, you have to be very particular. Visible lights has 7 colors. Each color has different wavelength and frequency. Violet shorter wavelength, then red longer wavelength. For writing this very simple 5 points, you will get 5 marks. This also book back questions. Okay, next one. From this you can write the answer for the next 2 mark question. Why are traffic signals red in color? Why? The previous answer I have given, red light has longer wavelength. That point you write it here. The next one, a longer wavelength, so it takes some more time to travel. So here you can imagine, one man is having a big luggage, another man is not having any luggage. Now what happens? No luggage person will be walking very fast. Then heavy luggage person will walk slowly to cross the distance. That's the point. Okay, next one will be dispersion of light. Dispersion means splitting a white light into 7 colors when it falls on the lens. Okay, that process is known as dispersion of light. Then power of accommodation. Our eye is having a peculiar property, because to see the nearby object the eye lens will be shortened. Okay, then to see the far off object the eye lens will be little bit lengthened with the help of ciliary muscles. This power is known as power of accommodation. Then what is refractive index? The speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in the given medium is called a refractive index. With this we can complete the light lesson. Then go to the first lesson, that is Newton's first law. Newton's first law. What is Newton's first law? Every body continues to be in its state of rest or of motion unless an external force acts on it. Okay. Then the same thing you can write it for inertia. Then there is a slight change. Previous answer I have given continues to be in. I have underlined also. There you write resist to change. What is inertia? Resistance. Suppose you are sleeping, somebody all of a sudden coming and waking you up, then you will get angry, that is called inertia. Then the same thing you can copy for this also. Okay, but resisting power is called inertia. There are three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. Okay, then here also then you have to explain what is inertia of rest. For that you learn the first answer alone, the rest of the answer will be in your hand. Okay, inertia of rest, what is that? Resistance of a body to change its state of rest. Already it is at rest. If you want to change, it resists. Okay, that is called inertia of rest. Then second one will be, instead of rest you write motion, you will get the second answer. Third answer will be, there also I have written it, there its state of rest you have written for inertia of rest. Here slight change, that is called direction of motion. Then the 3 points ready. Then for everything you write one example that we see now. Then for the first one example will be, shake the branch of the tree, the leaves will fall down. Already it is at rest. If you give a slight jerk, it falls down. Then second one will be inertia of motion, that is I have given the example, when the moving bus suddenly stops, the passengers fall forward. This you would have had the experience so many times now. When you travel in the bus, all of a sudden it stops. Now what happens now? We all fall forward. Why we are falling forward here? Because the bus is moving in the forward direction. Then our body also wants to move in the same. Then next comes resistance of a body to change the direction of motion. When we travel in the bus, then the bus is taking a sharp turn. The passengers lean sideways. Okay, these are the example for types of inertia. Next comes difference between mass and weight. Mass, remember mass, you write matter. That's the first point. Second point will be, unit of mass will be kg. Then it is a fundamental quantity. It will not vary from place to place. Then for this you can remember, many people are going to the moon and coming back. Yeah, is there any change in their body? No, nothing will change. Eyes will be there and ears will be, everything will be there. That is why it does not vary from place to place. Then it is a scalar quantity. Okay, come to weight. Weight is a force, gravitational force. Then its unit is Newton. It is a derived quantity. Then next one, it varies from place to place. Then again it is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means it has a direction. Okay, then this question answer over. Then next will be define 1 Newton. Then force formula as per Newton's second law we have learned that force is equal to ma. Then m for mass, then a for acceleration. Then mass will be 1 kg, then acceleration will be 1 meter per second square. Then you write it is the product of 1 kg of mass and acceleration of 1 meter per second square. Then with that the answer comes. Then next one will be difference between balanced force and unbalanced force. This is also very simple. When total force acting on a body is 0, then example will be pushing the wall. If you push the wall, will the wall move? No. So that is why it is the balanced force. Then unbalanced force, when the total force acting on the body is not 0. Here what is the difference? There is 0, here you are adding not. Okay, for this example will be drawing water from the well. The next one will be applications of Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation, no, many people will find it very difficult to write the answer. But easy way will be, here you remember the formula alone. F is equal to G m1 into m2 by r square. Then here m na you know that mass. Then again r means it's the radius of the earth. Then again it is a law, it is given law of gravitation. That means it will be dealing with heavenly bodies also. So remember that and write what is there in the formula, just you take and write. Okay, first point will be mass of the earth. Okay, m is given. Then r is given radius of the earth. Okay, from the formula I have taken it. Then next one will be acceleration due to gravity. That is from the question. What is the question given? Law of gravitation. Upon three words, 1 mark. Okay, second one will be, I told you that it is about heavenly bodies. So it helps in discovering stars and planets. The next one will be helps in explaining the property of geotrophism. You know that the plant, when the plant grows, the root will go downwards towards gravity. That is called geotrophism. The next one will be predict the path of the heavenly bodies. You remember the formula, you can write at least 3 points very easily. Okay, then with that that lesson is over. Next comes atoms and molecules. The salient features of modern atomic theory. It's a book back question. Very easily you can remember it. Atom is the smallest particle of the element. Okay, second point will be in the book it is given in a big sentence. Okay, you need not study that. It is divisible. That means it can be breakable. In atomic power station, what they are doing? They are breaking atom and generating electricity. Then how will you know that it is breakable? Inside the atom, you remember that word pen. P for proton, E for electron, N for neutron. Okay, in short way you can remember it. The next one point you study, the next point will be ready in your hand. Atoms of same element may have different mass numbers. Bracket lo you write isotopes. I have written in different ink so that you will never forget. Okay, next one, just the different, instead of same you write different. Then again the word same comes, then you will get the word that is isobar. But you read one sentence, then the next sentence will be ready. Next will be mass of an atom is converted into energy. E is equal to mc square, m for mass. Okay, c is the velocity of light. The next one will be atoms and molecules differences. Okay, the atom one side you write atom, next side you write molecule. Here what will you do? No, earlier we have written atom is the smallest particle of the element. The same thing you copy down. Okay, then the next side also the same thing, but molecule will be the smallest particle of a compound also. 1 point ready. Then atom na alone. Tanimam in Tamil it is tanimam. So what happens? No, it needs company. So you can easily write it is highly reactive. Then that side you write it is less reactive. Okay, 2 points over. Then next comes relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass. Okay, relative molecular mass na it's a ratio. You have to compare it. Relative nale, then suppose uncle aunt na, then you will call your father's sister like that. Okay, it is related with someone. So here also mass of one molecule of a gas by mass of one atom of hydrogen. Why they are taking hydrogen as the standard? Na earlier days, first they have found out only hydrogen, then again carbon, then again oxygen. In some cases they take one of the 3 elements. In your book also, the relative atomic mass, they have written that standard element carbon, because carbon is present everywhere, both living and non-living things also. Okay, here they have taken hydrogen. Then next question, very important question. It seems to be a difficult question. Paakradhukku appadi theriyum, and when you know the technique, it is very easy. You will say that easy doosy. Okay, relationship between vapor density and relative molecular mass. Okay, for that question answer, when you write, you have to write the first one in the middle. Okay, now I have put the number also. Vapor density is equal to mass of given volume of a gas divided by mass of same volume of hydrogen. Here you may ask, then why they have given volume and mass together? Na? Density, what is density? Density is equal to mass per volume. Another you have to take 2 words here. Then next one will be as per Avogadro number. You write simply Avogadro number. Don't write all the full laws and all here. So okay, what happens? No, instead of same volume and given volume you write n molecule of hydrogen, above you write n molecule of a gas. Then next sentence, cancel n with 1. So instead of n you write, simply you write, so you can copy it. Instead of n you write 1 molecule, here also 1 molecule. Okay, next one important one, as we studied earlier, some atoms are diatomic. How will you know that it is diatomic? Mainly most of the gases, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, they are gases, so they cannot be alone, they will be combining with other atom to form a molecular form. Appo one molecule of hydrogen has 2 atoms. So what I have written is mass of 2 atoms of hydrogen. Then it can be written as 2 into mass of hydrogen atom. Then vapor density is equal to, here I have written in different colored pen. Okay, then only you will remember what all to be written and what all to be changed. Above the numerator there is not much change, but denominator slight changes, that is also very simple. So mass of one molecule of a gas divided by 2 into mass of hydrogen atom, then the number you take the left side, so you will get 2 into vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass. Then idhula note one, you have to remember it, on top numerator there is less change. Okay, this also the book back answer, most of the time they are asking for 5 marks. So with that I conclude this video, hoping that all will enjoy and study science, because science is the only subject which makes our work easier, as well as it will give us plan for doing the future work also. Thank you.